Your field stabilized. Intaro Atun.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft War Remastered. Today on Deja Vu, it's going to be Bisu and JyJ bottom right, JyJ bottom left. It is Bisu PvT shenanigans here for you on Deja Vu, a DEFCON 1 replay from RJB. He said this one's amazing, so let's go ahead and trust him and see why. Let's find out together. Happy July, everybody. It's a couple days into July. Hope you guys are enjoying it. It's hot in the northern hemisphere and cooler in the southern hemisphere. That's how the world works, but there are so fewer people in the southern hemisphere compared to the northern hemisphere that it's like, something like 10%, maybe 10% of humans live in the southern hemisphere compared to the northern hemisphere, which is why I don't hear a lot about, dang, how hot it is this December, or, you know, how cold it is this July, because more people are complaining about the opposite stuff in the internet, especially. So, good stuff here. What are we doing in a PvT? Anything insane? We're going to get tanks? Absolutely. We're going to see battle cruisers? Definitely not. Any carriers? Maybe. Bisu has been known to make a carrier in his time, especially against Terrence. He's done it against Flash, and if you're going to do something against Flash, you're probably going to do it against a single ASL champion like JyJ. So this guy's solid. He does make mistakes a little bit more, right? A little bit more often than I think he should as an ASL champion, but I think some people hit that ASL championship goal, and then they're like, you know, I'm proud. I'm proud of what I've accomplished, which you should be. You should be proud of what you've accomplished if you win an ASL championship. We're in Nexus first in. Are we saving up that 300? We are. We're saving up that 300. We are Nexus firsting it as a short rush distance map. Now, it comes down to the scout. Can JyJ scout out this Nexus first on the short rush distance, or is his SCV going to go the wrong way? Here he is. Moment of truth coming in. Is he going to go up, or is he going to go left? These are the choices you have as an SCV and as a JyJ, and he's going to go. Wait. Hold on. Ah, he is. He's scouting it. Okay, short rush distance. SCV scouts the right way. Sees the Nexus first. Response here from JyJ needs to be amazing. It needs to be fast. Now, what we usually see is we pull some SCVs and some Marines. We throw up a bunker here. We make him be a tank and a vulture on the back of it. And then, behold, punish the greed of the Protoss. Okay, he sees it. Response is, well, he's getting a factory anyway. He sends Marine across, because what else is we going to do? Right? This gateway is not done. There are no zealots out yet. They can't do anything to stop this. SCV's like, And Probe says, you scouted me. I saw you scout me, so you're going to try to punish this. 99 times out of 100, that's what you're going to do. You can just go for like a super fast third to try to punish what's going on here, but that's harder to do than what this is, which is send Marine across, build a bunker, get a siege tank, get a vulture maybe, and try to kill this thing. It's finishing, but it doesn't mean he cannot die. SCV comes in, says, what's up, folks? There's your cyber core at 3 minutes. It's later than it should be. You know, if you were respecting me instead of doing this instead, they're both playing barcodes. Although I feel like the barcode here's a little more recognizable for JyJ than for Bisu. Bisu's is just pretty generically there. Zealot is here. Now, how many Marines do we need to kill this Zealot? At least three. At least three. With good micro, it can be the 3. With bad micro, the Zealot can kill every one of these Marines. So every shot is good. There come the boys. There's the pull. There's the vulture. There's the, machine shop for a tank on the follow here. JyJ is taking it seriously, as you gotta do, especially if it's Bisu doing this. He doesn't know it's Bisu. Maybe he does, but either way, right, you have to shut this down. You cannot let this win. If this is up, you die. Probes pulled off. Nope, we're just we're giving it up. We said, okay, good enough. You killed it. Congratulations. You scouted me. Well done. It was short rush distance. I lost the RNG battle there twice. 1, we were short rush distance instead of cross spawn. And 2, you scouted me first. That's exactly what happened here. So, I don't know about bringing these guys in here. What if they all die? What goes inside the bunker at that point? JyJ, no. Did you overextend here a little bit? I mean, these Marines have, 2 kills and 0 kills. I guess they are still alive enough to get back inside that bunker. Another one comes from across the map. Now we start working away on the Nexus, and Dragoon range is going to be done in time, maybe to save it, maybe. These guys did not start shooting at the Nexus until just now, which means the HP is actually a little bit higher than you'd expect with the bunker that went down when it did. Look at this. Look at this. It's a race against time. Is range for Dragoons going to finish up here? Or is the Nexus going to die first? Shields are gone. HP getting worked away. And, nope, not saving it. No, too much damage. Especially with the SCVs, especially with the Vultures, especially with the Spider-Mine you have to worry about down here. Nexus is going to die. The range upgrade is going to finish, and he's going to be like, ah. Lost that race. Thank you very much. Okay, well, look at that. Range is done. Even if it was done a couple seconds earlier, you wouldn't have been able to kill the bunker, because look, the repair on the bunker is enough to keep it alive while it's firing on the Nexus, because there's no other target for them to go after. Glorious. Absolutely glorious stuff here. So, expanding behind it. This is such a good position for the Terran player to be in, right? Kill the enemy Nexus, delay their ability to get the new Nexus up is insane. Look at this, keeping this alive. Dude, JyJ is a baller. The delay is insane. Another Spider-Mine laid down. Zealot says, I will eat the Spider-Mines. Ooh, but what about the second Spider-Mine, precious? Dragoon says, I'll take that one too. Thank you very much. We got to expand fast. Terran's expansion is just about done. And JyJ is in a commanding position here. He was in a good position to be in a commanding position, but he had to scout it, and he had to react properly, and he did. Now, keeping this tank alive is important. If the tank dies before siege mode is done, it's a sad siege tank. It's like Lings that die before speed is done for Zerglings. They're sad. Siege mode is done. I mean, you probably don't want to do much with one siege tank and a couple SCVs, so tell you what. Let's fall back. Let's gather our forces. Let's make a couple more siege tanks. Let's get that tank count up to like 5 or 6, and maybe push on this, right? Maybe we could pull it off. So Bisu needs a fast third, needs to get some pressure out. These Dragoons are awesome. They can get some pressure done. They can get some counter damage, especially if there's only 2 tanks here, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know how many tanks there are. He's worried about moving in and catching a tank on the high ground, and then bam, all the splash damage on the Dragoons, and you're sad. So he's playing it safe. Observer, let's get one of those guys out, see what's going on, and then maybe follow up behind it, right? Vulture says no base here. Spider-Mine says no base here. Says, oh, this is amazing. Protoss doesn't even have a second base yet. My second base is looking hot. 37 SCVs, losing some SCVs, and lost mining time. Not enough to slow him down to the point where that hurt, right? It didn't make him lose the game. So now Observer is out, right? Spider-Mines and Siege Tanks are scary, but with Observer, we know what we're coming up against, at least to some extent. Right, we are faster than the OBS until the OBS upgrade is done. Ooh. Robotic support bay. Trying to get damage that way. Everybody's a big fan of that one. I mean, except for Terrans, obviously, but yeah. Yeah, we're looking at one heck of a game here, obviously. Good stuff, dude. Ready for Reavers? How? Well, we got a floating engineering bay. We have a floating racks over here, too. Thanks for asking. We're taking a third base down here. And waiting for that Reaver to finish building. It is not a fast build, and for good reason. It is so powerful. Battle cruisers also take a long time to build. Why? Because they're very powerful. Are they good? Are they as good as Reavers are? No. But man, if you could pick up a Reaver in a shuttle and fly him around like that, he'd be pretty great. Imagine picking up a battle cruiser in a dropship, flying it around, and then using it to like unload and Yamato stuff and then get back inside the dropship. That'd be funny. Up the left side, Dragoons. Just, you know, no real reason for anything to be up here, but we're just checking. Yeah, man. Factory, machine shop. Everything's looking fancy here for JyJ. He needs to play well. He can still lose this game, right? If this was Light, I think Light just wins from here. That is too much even for Bisu to overcome, and Light's playing better than Bisu right now anyway. But it's JyJ. He needs to play well. He needs to hit his macro cycles. He's spending his money. He's making SCVs. He's not, you know, floating a bunch of cash for no reason. But Bisu's like, okay, map control belongs to me for now. Expanding to a third base to make up for the fact that my second base was killed and rebuilt late. He's doing his best out here, man. He's up at 52 probes. Expanding again would be nice. He got rid of the spider mine already at the 9 o'clock, and he can go there whenever he wants. So, upgrades for the Terran, yes, required. Upgrades for the Protoss, not really required. There we go. Reaver shots. Double Reaver means tank dead. Absolutely great shots, man. Bisu. Bisu, so good. So good with them. Kabam! Kabam! Yes! Yes! Good! Oh, the hits are so good. This is what Bisu needs to win. This is disastrous for JyJ. If he can't leave his own natural at all, guess who wins the game? Bisu does. You can't 2-base against a 3-basing Bisu and hope to win. Observer, the vision is so important here. Ooh, took a shot on a Reaver there, I think. No, somehow didn't. Unless that's a shot. Nope, that's not a shot. I don't think it was. Vultures, no speed on those guys yet. Almost done, though. And just going to maybe try to get a flank on these guys. Spider mine them up while charging onto the Reavers and killing them. Barracks floats over, sees third base there. He's like, wait, so I know there's a third base somewhere. Where is it? It's here. Slowly. Slowly. There he sees it. And Vulture's on the run by. Getting chased out here, too. Good hard wall against Vulture run bys. He was prepared for this eventuality. He's like, soon these will be fast. Yeah. Ooh, Spider-Mine's eating a couple of those zealots there for free. And that buys a little bit of wiggle room here, right? Killing Goliaths is good because they're killing your shuttles. They're all dead, but it's too late. The shuttle's already dead. Now the Reavers can't get hits off, which means the Dragoons have to push in. Zealot bombing on those tanks. Doing fairly well, but not as much, I think, as Bisu wanted. But still, tank count reduced to 6. 6 tanks at 12 minutes. Again, you were delayed because of the aggression you had to take down that second base of the Protoss. His army count isn't huge either. It's 140 to 190 supply, though, dude, Bisu. Suddenly macroing like crazy. Has a ton of zealots out. Working on a +1 attack now at 12 minutes, but not any earlier than that. Science facility on the way. A little bit of EMP action. Never did anybody wrong here, but dude, this is so much macro out of Bisu. This is why he is who he is. You clicked on this video because you're like, it's a Bisu game. Ooh, that was a fun pathing for that Reaver shot. Bam. I think it went for the tank and then changed its mind and came back, and I don't know. Reaver pathing is weird, man. It can be very, very strange. Give us some strange stuff every once in a while. Zealot bomb, zealot bomb, zealot bomb, bomb, bomb. Another tank, very injured, not dead. And still no third base for the Terran. He's got a command center lifted over here, but he can't control the area. Maybe starting now he can, but dude, that third base is late. Way more than making up for the late second base of Bisu here. Yeah, he's making 8 zealots at a time. It's 165 to 105 supply. I think Bisu just says, you know what? First of all, I'm going to get tank dropped, apparently. Yo! 2 kills on that tank, and remember that third base I was telling you about? It's gone now. No mining it at all. Bisu says, I gotta go. That third base is dead. I must control this area, at least prevent the third base from coming up by JyJ. Gonna move on in here. Zealots leading that charge as they always do. Dragon Spider Mines as much as they can. Friendly fire tank splash, also causing major problems. This is a lot of Protoss, though. Good grief. Reaver on the backside trying to be like, I want to contribute. I have 8 kills. But JyJ going to lose every one of his tanks here. Kind of looks like he is. Spider-Mine's getting targeted quite well. Siege tank back line. 1 kill, not enough. And suddenly, high ground siege tank's trying to save the day, but the delay on the third is more than enough to make this valuable for Bisu. His third base is getting cleaned up. Siege tank almost got the Nexus, but Zealot showed up in time, getting dropped in, I'm guessing, by a shuttle. On the other side of it, just wow. Bisu not going home. Bisu's like, I think I want to win now, actually. Let's take down this second command center. Oh my gosh. Targeting the second CC with the +1 attack on these Dragoons is insane. Ooh. Oh. No, no repair. No repair. It's dead. It's dead. He kills the second CC. This one's available. He's bringing it back. He's like, okay, Can I? Well, I don't know if I can retake my own natural. This is absolutely my nightmare scenario here. Sieging up again. This is keeping JyJ alive. The fact that this base got hurt as much as it did. Next round of Zealots is later. Got some DTs coming in here too. He's like, oh, got a calm sat. Yes, 2 scans available. This base is not back. JyJ is dead. Holy smokes. A very rare game wherein a Protoss goes Nexus for a short rush distance against a Terran, loses the Nexus, and then comes back and wins anyway. It's hard to do that. It is really hard to do that. Look at this Vulture. Amazing. Oh, getting back here too, though. All right. Well, cannon's up now. Not much happening that way. Cannon over here as well. The harassment is problematic. Second base getting landed at some point. So that's it, I guess. I don't know if JyJ is going to be able to pull this thing off. He's down 122 to 93 supply. Look at this. Oh, JyJ just scanned. He just scanned. He still has energy for another one. It's a pretty decent Terran army here. Attacking on a high ground is going to be tough. I mean, this fourth base is done and saturated at some point here. 49 probes to 43 SCVs. Trying to figure this out, folks. Trying to analyze it and see how JyJ wins from this position. He's got, you know, the 2 attack. Excellent. Storm dropping across the universe. Couple SCVs died there. Yeah, 50 to 41 now. On that worker count, not where you want to be. And Bisu is ready and rocking and prepped and ready and says, yeah, against a 2-base Terran player, I don't really care what I do. I've got 4 bases. He's going to be mining out of his main. He already is mined out of his main. So that's, yeah, 3 basing Protoss mining versus 1 base Protoss Terran mining. Crikey, mate. Production tab tells us everything right now. It's all Protoss and no Terran. Vulture's on the move out. This might be one of those games where the Terran moves out and he's like, yo. I was going to say, anything in that shuttle? No. He does find this base, and he's got +2 attack, which means he can fight the cannons, but buying time for the second cannon to warp in. Oh, that was so smooth by Bisu. That second cannon is key. You don't have that. The Vultures show up, you just die. So a couple probes died. Still 46 to 41 worker advantage. Still. Okay. Yeah, that's your GG. What a storm drop. 11 kills, 12 kills. 47 to 18 workers. Terran's got to make a move out, but how? How does he make a move out on 2 bases at 18 minutes? Bisu is just that good. Man, I bet a lot of Protoss people turned off the cast when that second Nexus got wiped out, and it was so delayed, and the Terran had a second base, and the Protoss hadn't even started their second base yet, and it was like, oh. Okay, DT in the mix here, too. There's the scan. Forcing the scan. There's the storms. Second storm, third storm, and everybody's dead, and that's our JyJ. Yeah, JyJ taps out. Bisu gets a win there in 1849. Impressive, impressive display of how to play what? Well, how do you play the PvT? And that's how you do it. Man, that was awesome. I mean, that was a great... Great showing. Just an utterly ridiculous play there by Bisu, getting the win. I thought he was dead. This base was gone. This base was here and happily mining, and Bisu was just tapping his fingers, twiddling his thumbs, waiting for this base to come back. But then, yeah, the Reaver stuff, great Reaver connections. Third base super delayed for JyJ. Storm dropping huge, pushing into the natural, killing the natural, massive. JyJ extended the game a little bit by getting some Vulture drops back here, which were 2 thumbs up, very, very good. But still not enough to overcome this, and this never happening, and this high ground, and the storm, and the zealots, and everybody dying. So GG, man. Bisu gets the win. Tap that like button if you enjoyed it. And that's what we're talking about. All right. 109,000 points, 100 to 86,000 points. Outproducing the Protoss, getting outkilled by the Protoss, never great. 92 buildings. And the outspend here of 8,000 resources in 8 minutes. 18 minutes especially is going to get it done. Okay, good, great. Everything's fantastic. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.